So, a very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. The authors and invited guests. Welcome to Technical Session 5A. I'm Sanskriti Kamkar, and I will be moderating this session. On behalf of the Global Knowledge Research Foundation and GR Scholastic, it is my pleasure to welcome you to 11th International Congress on Information and Communication Technology, that is ICICT 2026 in London, UK. This edition of the conference is being conducted in a hybrid mode. The physical event was held yesterday in London, while the virtual sessions are being conducted via Zoom from 25th to 27th February 2026. I hope you find today's session engaging, informative, and insightful. In this session, we have 6 presentations. Each presenter will have 12 minutes for their presentation, followed by 3 minutes for Q&A. I will give a gentle reminder when 2 minutes remain. I request all participants to stay connected until the closing remarks. If you have any questions or updates, feel free to share them in the chat box. I'd also like to apologize in advance for any mispronunciation of names during the session. Before we begin, I'd like to introduce our session chairs. First, we have Dr. Anil Pise, Senior Data Scientist at Exidian, a pure AI-focused company based in Johannesburg, South Africa. His expertise includes deep learning, predictive modeling, natural language processing, and computer vision, with applications across insurance, retail, and manufacturing. He has authored over 40 research papers and 10 book chapters. Next up, we have Dr. Praveen Chapala, professor in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering at Andhra University, India, and chairman of the Board of Studies of UG Electronics. His research focuses on signal processing, machine learning, and Bayesian estimation, with applications across engineering, biomedical sciences, and economics. So, would you please like to share a few words with us?
Yeah, thank you. I thank the organizers of the 11th International Congress on Information and Communication Technology, ICICT, for inviting me as session chair for this session. And in this digital age, in this AI age, information and communication play an important role in conjunction with artificial intelligence and machine learning, and how that concepts permeate into all aspects of our life. So I have seen the list of papers. They are exciting, and I'm looking forward to hearing from all of the others and learning from them, and also giving some constructive feedback. I once again thank the organizers for giving me the opportunity and for the great online avenue. Thanks.
Thank you, sir, for that encouraging start. Now, let us proceed with the presentations. Our first presenter is Dimas Subekti with presenting Agile Digital Government in Data Governance, an assessment of the Jambi Data Analysis Center, GDAC, in Jambi Provenance Government. Please begin your session. Mr. Subekti, are you here with us?
Yeah, we're not able to hear anything.
Am I audible now? Hello, am I audible now?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Is Mr. Subekti present with us here right now? Okay, let's move on to our next presenters. We have Huda Al-Ghussan, who will be presenting camel breed classification using YOLO models.
Just give me 2 minutes to share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, visible.
Okay, thank you. So good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. My name is Huda Al-Ghussan. I'm a research assistant at University of Sharjah, and I'm here to present our work on camel breed classification using YOLO models. This work is a work combined between University of Sharjah, my university, and Fujairah Research Center. This project focused on an issue that is in the Gulf area in general, and more specifically in the United Arab Emirates. So why is this problem important? So camel here in the Gulf area again, or in United Arab Emirates, and to be specific, is a very essential part of the cultures, especially racing camels. So racing camels so it's deeply rooted in the culture, tradition, and it has a significant economical value. So racing camel are worth a significant amount of money, and they're important to be identified so it can help with herd management, it can help with breeding programs and commercial decision. So currently, how do they identify if a breed is a racing camel or a non-racing camel? They use expert visual assessment, which are like imprecise and costly. So you need to call someone who is an expert to decide to see if this camel can be a racing camel or not, or genetic testing, which is expensive and very slow. So moving on to another solution, which is using AI. Most of the AI models use a bounding box. So bounding boxes can add noise from the background to the decision. So it can, if a picture of a camel is on a racing track, the track can give an idea to the model that this is a racing camel. So what do we suggest? We proposed to build an accurate model, and it's a two-stage model first of all, do instance segmentation, so we can focus on the camel's physical feature, and then classify the camel as a racing or a non-racing breed. So this is our proposed pipeline. In the first step, we collected our data set. We collected 1,230 images from 2 farms. The first farm is Al Buraida farm. It sourced the non-racing images of camels, and Al Marmoum farm sourced the racing images of the camel. So we had raw images. They were not labeled. So we used SAM annotation, which is segment anything model. This model helped us to create the instant segmentation mask to create a labeled data. And when this model did not create a highly correct mask, we used CVAT, which is a website that helped us to manually annotate the data. Next, we applied pre-processing where we resized, normalized, and augmented our dataset so we can have a more balanced dataset. And then we started with the YOLO V11 segmentation model. So we fine-tuned YOLO V11 segmentation to produce instanced mask per camel. So in one images, every camel would be produced a separate mask from the other camels. And then after segmentation, we applied a background blurring so we can reduce the effect of the background. And then finally, we fine-tuned YOLO V11 classification to classify the camel as a racing camel or a non-racing camel. So our first performance is the YOLO V11 segmentation model. We achieved a mean IOI of 64.1, but this was an overall. So when we looked at specifically per each breed, for the non-racing camel, we achieved an 85.8, and for the racing camel, we achieved a 47.9. So why do we have a gap? As you can see in the picture here, we have A and B. A is the non-racing camel and B is the racing camel. So as you can see, the non-racing camel, the picture is close up and it's more high quality. So our model achieved higher score. But for B, the racing camel, the camera is far and angled, and we have multiple camels in one image, so we produced a lower IOI. As for classification performance, our model achieved an F1 score of 98.5, a recall of 97.1, and a precision of 100. Now, we only had 3 misclassified images, and we had a test data set of 180 images. In the 180 images, we had 77 of these are non-racing, and 103 are racing camels. And only 3 of them were misclassified. So again, why do we have a near perfect performance? Sorry. We want to be honest as to why. So we suspect that this is because of our data set. It comes only from 2 farms. So racing camels, all racing camel images come from under the same condition, from the same camera, from the same everything. And also the same goes for the non-racing camel. So there was not much of a diversity. So we had limited diversity in our data set. So the model has not been tested to be truly diverse across different conditions and setups. So we had same camera, same farm, so there was no consistency in the data set. And we also suspect that blurring the background forced the model to focus on the camel's morphology, and it helped to achieve a higher score. To interpret this more, we applied a 18CAM, which is an explainable AI technique that produce heat maps. The heat maps is like a map with the red color that shows the areas that highly contributed to the model's decision, and the blue color shows that this is the area that did not really affect the model's decision. So we can see here 4 images. In the top row, these are the non-racing camels, and in the bottom row, these are the racing camels. So if we see, let's focus first on the non-racing camels. So when we applied the explainable AI technique, the model focused its attention on its legs, on its neck, or even the face shape. So we can see that the model really does focus on the camel's morphology, and it focuses on the features that do decide if the camel is a racing camel or not. And as we can see, the background is mainly in blue, so it had a very low effect on the model's decision. As for the racing, again, the pictures are far, and there are many camels in one image. So the background did dominate the heat map, and it didn't. And even if the background did not dominate, it was difficult to decide if the red areas, the areas with the high contribution, are exactly the feature that we want the model to focus on. So in summary, we built a 2-stage pipeline, YOLO V11 segmentation for instance segmentation, followed by YOLO V11 classification for breed classification. Our segmentation model performed a mean IOI of 64.1, where non-racing breed had 85.8 and the racing breed had 47.9. The gap was attributed to the camera setup differences. Classification performance, we achieved an F1 score of 98.5, precision of 100, and recall of 97, where only 3 misclassifications out of 180 test images. Our 18CAM explainable AI technique confirmed that classification relies on camel morphology, the neck and leg, and sometimes camel's face. But for the that's for the non-racing, but the background did influence and had a higher influence on the model's decision for the racing camel. So our future work, we want to build a more diverse data set. We want to build a data set with from more farms, pictures from more cameras and more camera setups and more conditions, so we can have a more diverse data set and then therefore have a model that's more generalizable. We want to compare different pre-processing strategies. In this approach, we applied blurring the background. We want to see if making the background black can enhance the result or not. We also want to evaluate different explainable AI technique. In this approach, we only applied one. We wanted to see if other model can show exactly or more precisely what affected the decision of the YOLO model classifier. So we want to test with GradCam and with Line for this pipeline. And we also want to expand to not just one like camel or non-camel breeds. We want to be more specific to the breed, and then specify if that breed is a racing breed, and maybe in the future also other livestock species. So thank you for listening to my presentation, and I'm very honored to be presenting in this conference. And please, if you have any question, I'm here to answer.
Just a very quick question. So,
Yes.
could you speak on how YOLO V11 compares with its earlier versions and how that suits your specific methodology?
Can
Could you
I
justify?
confirm?
Yeah, could you
Can
justify
justify
your
using.
reason
Okay.
for using YOLO V11? We all know YOLO and its versions. So, yeah, could you explain how justified is your methodology when compared with earlier versions of YOLO?
We haven't tested our we only tested with YOLO V11 because we know that YOLO V11 outperformed the other versions, so we wanted to use the more advanced ones, the one that outperformed the other, so we can apply the best model for our approach.
Oh, okay. All right.
Dr. Bisay, do you have any questions?
No,
Okay.
no questions. Yeah.
Uh,
She explained very nicely.
okay. Thank you, Huda, for your wonderful presentation.
Thank
And
you. Thank you so much.
I'd like to welcome Dr. Anil Pise, Senior Data Scientist at ICICT, a pure AI-focused company based in Johannesburg, South Africa. His expertise includes deep learning, predictive modeling, natural language processing, and computer vision, with applications across insurance, retail, and manufacturing. He has authored over 40 research papers and 10 book chapters. So would you please like to have a few words?
Hi everyone. Thanks for inviting me here. So, yeah, I attended her explanation about the Yellow 11. Only the question I have is uh, why say not augmented the data if data is very less amount of data is available with her. So why they not augmented the data? Otherwise, explanation is perfectly all right. There is no issue with the explanation. The question is for Huda. Yeah.
Ms. Huda, would you please like to answer the question?
I'm sorry, I was disconnected. Can you please repeat the question?
If you have very less amount of data, then why you not augmented the data? Maybe your model is overfitted, I think.
Our model is what? Can you please repeat that?
Say can you tell me how much data you have for training purpose?
Yes, we had around 1,230 images.
Yeah. So why you not augmented that data?
We did augment the data.
So how much was the final data set size?
Oh, it was around like 2,000 after augmentation.
Okay. Then you got 97% accuracy.
Yes, 98.
98. Okay, but just suggestion from my side because I play around many this transfer learning models. So you need minimum 1 million data, little bit more data sets.
Yes,
Only
yes, I agree,
2000
but
or yeah 2000 or 5000 or even 10,000 also will give you more than 95% accuracy. Then
Yes, I agree with you, but it was very challenging to obtain images because camel hairs are very, very precious. So not everyone would agree to like have images of their camels. So that's why we like used a like YOLO classification and then we fine-tuned it on our data set.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Thank you, Huda and Dr. Kisi. Next up, we have Caroline Magunje, presenting cybersecurity perspectives of learners in marginalized schools. Caroline, could you please share your presentation? Do we have Caroline Magunje with us here? Okay, let's move on. Next, we have Sonia Verma presenting Cyborg Citizens, redefining humanity and artistic expressions through cyber-physical systems, IoT, and AI.
Yes, hello, good evening. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, you're audible.
Thank you so much. Let me share my screen. Give me a minute, ma'am, please. So, ma'am, my screen is visible.
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay. So, first of all, thank you, Team ICICT 2026, for giving me the opportunity to present my paper in 11th International Congress on Information and Communication Technology. I, Dr. Sonia Verma from ICICT Group of Institution, India, is going to present my paper on cyborg citizen redefining humanities and artistic expression through IoT, AI. So basically, my paper depends the discussion by positioning cyborg citizenship not only merely as technological enhancement, but as a structural transformation of society. It argues that the convergence of cyber physical systems, CPS, the Internet of Things, and artificial intelligence can create an ecosystem where human body becomes a connected node with an intelligent network. So here are my co-authors, Dr. Gunjan Gupta from Cape Peninsula University, South Africa, Mr. Sandeep Bhatia and Dr. Neha Goyal. So these are my co-authors who have given basically a technical definition into these papers, because I try to incorporate, being a faculty of humanities, I try to incorporate the humanities and technology to this paper. So this is the abstract. Basically, this cyborg citizens marks a new era of human development in which the Internet of Things, excuse me, ma'am, extend the boundaries between physiology and technology, changing citizenship, identity, and creativity. So this basically, here we are talking about this integration leads to the development of digital twins, virtual replicas that stimulate and predict physical or cognitive states. So enabling preventive healthcare, adaptive environment, and personalized creative output. So basically, in this in this model, we are proposing that how this transformation, how this cyborg citizenship expands on this transformation, reshape identity and citizenship. Traditionally, citizenship is defined by the legal status and social participation within our nation state. However, cyborg citizenship introduce a technological mediated identity where participation occurs through digital platform, algorithmic governance, and network system. Individual engage in society not only physically but also through data streams and AI driven infrastructure. So this is basically the concept I try to explain, that shift from science fiction to real world integration, the IoT. So earlier I have mentioned that three of my authors are from this background, IoT, and I, being a faculty of humanity, we try to incorporate this technology with literature so that we could enhance the word of English literature language with incorporation with technology. So next, this is how this redefining human identity, and that's hybrid identity, privacy and ethical concern, and how hybrid identity, basically this is the new possibilities, that is human and machine, and privacy and ethical concern, that is biodigital feedback loops. And if you talk about the literature insight, so yes, we have reviewed so many research paper on this cyber citizenship, where this research spans human computer interaction, biomedical engineering, performance studies, and this is the proposed system. Next is, this is the artistic expression in the IoT. Since this is a proposed system, so we try to incorporate the biofeedback driven art, interactive installation, techo-sensory creativity, and cyborg performance. This is IoT architecture for cyborg citizen. This is the 7 layers, and basically this is all about the technicalities, the IoT architecture flow diagram, which is proposed by my co-authors. And this is the method: sensing, inference, and control. Sensing, combining diverse signals, is essential for a robust augmentation. Actuation and control, mixed initiative control, is advantageous for artistic system. Design-based privacy defense in depth is offered via constant token that go with the data packets, local pre-filters for sensitive aspects. And this is the, I mean, if we talk about the governance, the security, the safety, since we are talking about the digital twin, we are focusing on the cyber citizenship. So what are the legal, aspects? What is the governance? What is the security? And how the safety could be measured? So this is the triangle which we have proposed, that is technology, law, culture, evaluation metrics, technical performance, social impact, how it could impact the social norms, which is actually predefined, and security risk and mitigation, sensors, spoofing, anomaly detection, firmware tampering, signed updates, data exfiltration, end-to-end encryption. How it is going to work in terms with government safety, security, and this is all the proposed framework. And if you talk about the ethical consideration, so this is what the question, when we were reviewing a lot of paper, then we came to that conclusion, that who has access to this augmentation? Who owns this AI human creative output? What will be, who will be the accountability, which is proposed by, by our co-authors, and the challenges which we were looking, that is digital inequality, obvious, because we are living in the society where the norms, the culture, the traditions is predefined. So what is the, the point of equality? So definitely it's going to be inequality. There would be a legal ambiguity, yes, and the data protection gap. So basically, this paper concludes that cyborg citizens represent a post-human paradigm. Identity becomes hybrid and networking. Of course, art transforms into collaborative real-time expression. Humanity evolves through natural artificial cooperation, and expressions is no longer limited to breathe and muscles. It now extends through data, light, and connectivity. Thank you so much. This is my paper.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Dr.
nice
Vaidya.
paper.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, it's It's a nice topic. It's a amalgamation of social sciences and digital sciences. So that's good. So the most important thing is cybersecurity these days.
Yes, sir.
When you identify people on digital media, security is very important. And
Yes, sir.
could you comment on the security aspects a little more in detail?
Yes, sure, sir. So we are living in a digital world where definitely we'll go through the challenges. But if you talk about this cyborg citizenship, so here we are talking about the digital twins. Because definitely when we are proposing this method or this framework, so challenges would come. And if I talk about the safety, the security, the ethical issues, and the governance, so I mean, yes, we would be having the challenges, but yes, by incorporating some smart wearable devices, we can ensure the privacy.
Great, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So, Dr. Sonia,
Yes,
so
sir.
my question is, so you used the term that cyborg citizens throughout the
Yes.
extent. Yeah. And can you tell me how is your definition is different from the existing terms like augmented humans or wearable computing users or post-human subjects like this?
Sir, cyborg citizens represent a post-human paradigm where identity become hybrid and creativity becomes collaborative and humanity evolves through natural artificial corporations. So we are talking about that expressions are no longer limited to breathe, voice, or muscles. It is now extend through data, sensors, light, connectivity, and chips. This is what I understand, sir.
Okay. So you mean your framing is not only technical augmentation, but also socio-political integration.
Yes, sir.
Am I correct?
Yes, sir. Definitely,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. And one more question.
Yes,
Say,
sir.
in your method slide, uh, you mentioned sensing modalities like IMU, muscle activity, gauge,
Yes.
and ambient microphones. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So how do you handle sensor fusion when signal have different sampling rates or noise levels and missing it?
Sir, I have incorporated three technical aspects. That is, first is CPS, IoT, and AI. Where CPS stands for Cyber Physical System, that system that where physical processes are monitored and controlled digitally, like smart healthcare. IoT, that is Internet of Things, that connects body sensors and devices to the internet. And the third one is the artificial intelligence that analyzes data, learns pattern, and assists creativity. So together they create the cyber ecosystems.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So missing data, how you handle the missing data? Is it via masking or imputation and confidence aware inference? How
Sir,
is it?
since this cybernetic organism is a human enhanced by technology, so now it is real because of it can be happen just because of neural implants, pacemakers, wearable sensors, or IoT connected devices. So the Internet of Things connects human bodies to digital network, and AI enhances thinking, creativity, and digital making. So identity becomes hybrid, biological plus digital, sir.
Okay, but what kind of ML inference is envisaged here? Like classification, regression, or sequence modeling, or generative modeling, and how do you preserve the interpretability of the human performance?
Sir, it can collaborate with algorithm data or your audience interaction, if I'm
No,
not
no, but
mistaken.
which algorithm? My question is which algorithm?
Sir,
because
since
we are, for example, temporal in the temporal inference.
sir, end-to-end encryption through signed firmware updates or human override system. This can be the solution, sir.
No. Say, for example, let me give the answer. Okay.
Yes, sir. Please, sir.
So, say, depending on the use case,
Mm-hmm.
sequence models, for example, temporal inference or
Yes, sir.
regression or classification may be may be used if it is the
Mm.
temporal inference. Okay, but for interpretability, we prefer the explainable mappings,
Yes, sir.
feature importance, or latent state visualization, or confidence signals. So users understand why a sound or light or haptic output was triggered. Got it?
Yes, sir. Correct, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Over. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Verma and Dr. Basir, for such an engaging discussion. Next up, we have Meenal Agarwal presenting developing AI-based developing AI. I'm sorry. Developing AI-based applications using MCP server and its performance analysis.
Yes, give me a minute. Let me share my screen.
Okay.
Yes, is it visible?
Yes, visible. You may start.
Okay, thank you. So my paper is on developing AI-based application using MCP server and its performance analysis. My team members are Rohit, Harjot, and Lakshya. We have performed this research under the guidance of Engineer Ramabuburi sir, Dr. Vishal Srivastav sir, and Dr. Akhil Pandey sir. Let me begin with the paper. These are the table of contents which I am going to discuss in this presentation. First up is Introduction to the Model Context Protocol. Model Context Protocol was introduced by Anthropic in November 2024. MCP provides standardized framework that connects AI system with external tools and data sources. The traditional uh, integration problems were based on N by M integration, and where M is the number of AI applications that need to connect to the N tools or services. MCP simplified it into M plus N model, which enables stable, secure, and interoperable AI ecosystem. MCP ensures reliable, high performance, and secure AI tool integration at enterprise scale. Right? Overview of Model Context Protocol. Model Context Protocol was introduced as a standardized solution to address AI integration challenges. It is built on JSON RPC 2.0 communication principle, and it is inspired by LSP, Language Server Protocol, and it is used in modern development environments. This approach significantly enhances interoperability between AI system and external tools, modularity, and scalability for enterprise-grade application. MCP enables more efficient, secure, and maintainable AI ecosystem. Discussion on MCP architecture. MCP is a client-server architecture. It is built on three primary components: host, client, server. Host is the user-facing application that manages conversations and overall orchestration. Client, it handles the communication between host and server using MCP protocol. Then server, it exposes tools, resources, prompts, external services. The core components of MCP are three core components, that is resources, tools, and prompts. Resources are the access to the external data files, database, or APIs. And tools are executable functions for performing actions. Prompts predefine the templates to guide AI responses. Additionally, MCP support two transfer mechanism for flexible deployment, that is STDIO. It is used for local deployment, and SSE over HTTP, remote and cloud deployments. It is used for remote and cloud deployments. Then we have research objectives. What are the key objectives on research we did on MCP server? First is design scalable and modular MCP server architecture, evaluate system performance on latency, throughput, and reliability, identify optimization strategies for efficiency and security, provide practical implementations of guidelines for developers. Research methodologies were phase one, we did architectural analysis and implementation. In this, we analyzed MCP server structure. Then phase two was benchmarking and comparative study. It is to evaluate performance using frameworks like MCP Bench. Then phase three was validation and optimization technique testing. It is to conduct control experiments and load testing. Performance evaluation matrices. It is evaluated across three major categories, that is technical performance, operational efficiency, and business impact. Technical performance metrics assess the system effectiveness and responsiveness, including accuracy, precision, recall, latency, throughput, etc. Operational efficiency matrices evaluate on the resource utilization under varying workloads such as CPU storage, memory consumption, network bandwidth, cache performance. And then business impact matrix measured on the real world value through task completion rates, cost efficiency, and ROI. Benchmarking results were empirical benchmarking result indicate that the MCP-enabled system outperformed the traditional integration methods across multiple performance parameters. The study observed a 20.56 reduction in task completion time and 19.26% reduction in API calls. It demonstrates the improved operational efficiency. MCP-based implementation achieved a 100% success rate in controlled environment compared to 92.31% in traditional system. And token usage decreased 6.33%, reflecting enhanced computational efficiency. It overall result shows that MCP has outperformed the traditional integration method by uh, by a good performance. Then web performance analysis is a specialized evaluation of MCP server with web access capabilities revealed a noticeable performance variation across different implementations. High reliability system achieve 100% success rate, but it requires longer execution time. In contrast, speed optimized implementation result delivered a faster response time through with slightly reduced reliability. The analysis gives that a negative correlation between speed and reliability. Um, it highlights the trade-off between rapid execution and the consistent performance. And then stability and load testing. Load testing experiment demonstrate that MCP server exhibit strong horizontal scalability under increasing workloads. When additional server enhances were deployed using load balancing techniques, system performance improved linearly until predefined capacity threshold were reached. It was 100%, 100 times faster data was retrieved 100 times faster compared to the direct database query. The optimization strategies that were followed are load balancing, in-memory caching, database optimization, smart model selection, continuous monitoring, scalability planning. These ensure high performance, reliability, and long-term stability of MCP-based server. The security architecture. MCPs implement defense in depth security strategy. It ensures safe and reliable deployments. Strong authentication, it uses Oath 2.0 and mutual TLS to verify the client identity. Least privilege access control, it restricts tools to necessary operations only. Then SSL TLS encryption for secure communication between components. It also provides threat protection mechanism against prompt injection and tool poisoning effect. These provide a secure enterprise-ready MCP deployment. It also maintains data integrity and system reliability. Then case study and its application. Case study demonstrate the strong effectiveness across multiple domains. Domains were enterprise AI integration, integrated development environments, research automations, e-commerce, fraud detection platforms, etc. And the response times were uh, optimized and high. It also maintained high accuracy and reliability. Then, what are the future directions of MCP? Future advancement in MCP technologies will focus on standardized authentication frameworks, enhance security models to support enterprise-wide adoption. MCP is expected to expand towards multi-modal AI integration, it enabling seamless support for text, image, and audio processing, and uh, deployment in edge computing environment will also improve the latency and real-time performance. The rise of MCP marketplace and cloud-native infrastructure services will accelerate the ecosystem growth and interoperability in future. Limitation, we talk about the limitation of MCP. Uh, this research actually focuses on the short-term benchmarking and testing within control environment. Long-term system behavior under dynamic real-world uh, workloads required further investigation to fully access stability and adaptability. And we have to also evaluate against
Excuse
the
me,
advanced
Mimi.
security threat.
Sorry
Yes.
to interrupt you. This is just a gentle reminder that in 2 minutes your time will be up.
Okay. Thank you so much. Additionally, detailed industry-specific evaluation and advanced security threat modeling were beyond the scope of the study and remain important areas for future research. Uh, Conclusion, model context protocol represent a major paradigm shift in AI system integration. By standardizing AI tool communication, MCP reduces integration complexity while improving scalability, reliability, and overall performance. The research finding confirmed that MCP-based implementation outperform the traditional integration methods in efficiency and system effectiveness. That's all for this. Thank you so much, and I'm open for questions.
Hi. Hi. So, in your slides, you mentioned that the security and authentication at the client layer only. Am I correct? So,
Yes,
my
sir.
question is, yeah. So, my question is, how do you prevent the compromised MCP server from the returning malicious prompts like tool outputs or resource payloads that influence the host model?
Can you repeat, sir?
How do you prevent the compromised MCP server from returning the malicious prompts or tools outputs or resource payloads that influence the host model? Because you mentioned security and authentication at only client layer.
Yes, sir.
So how?
Uh, Actually, we can do
Is it
like
that is it
AI.
say is it that much security or authentication is enough?
No,
as per your
uh,
study?
no, in real world, I don't think so. This is enough. We need to work on MCP for better when we launch it into real world and not actually when uh, it's done on real world computer and detailed industry when it goes into there are very high scope of threats and this can be improved in future.
But what is the difference between industry level MCP and your college level? It is nothing is the difference. For anything, security is very important. Like fire can affect same at your house and as well as in the hotel.
With uh, with time we can increase security. It's a new concept in the market and
In the
it's
market,
it
it is new
launch
concept, or for you, it is new concept.
it is new for everyone. It is developed in November 2024. Lot of work need to be done on this.
So 24 means it is almost 12 months over already.
Yes, sir.
So in research, within 8 days, everything become old.
Uh,
It is not new.
I'm sorry,
You need
sir.
to read. Yeah, you should include something about authentication.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah, because that
Yes,
much
sir.
authentication alone is not enough. We need server trust policies, main thing. I'm a industry person, that's why I'm saying we need we need server trust policies, even allow lists, even output validation, schema enforcement, sandboxing, prompt isolation, and even list privilege access to tools or resources. Because the host should
Yes, sir.
treat MCP responses as untrusted, uncertain input, and apply content and policy checks before the use. It is not good for us. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir. MCB actually
Otherwise,
use as
yeah, yeah,
yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah.
You
Speak.
continue.
No, no, no. You can. You're saying something. Yeah.
Yeah, MCP actually use isolation and sandboxing. Tools run in isolated environments, and execution of boundaries also prevent that system level damage. And so
So, yeah.
use
Hmm.
sandboxing and isolation techniques for
Yeah.
prevention of
So
threats.
you should mention there at the presentation also, in your slides and even in your article also, you should mention in one paragraph. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, everything is
Yes, sir.
fine. Yeah. Thank. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for your output, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the presentation. Thank you, Dr. Pasil, for your valuable feedback. Now we will move on to our final presentation. We have Kiran Chaudhary presenting the impact of AI and machine learning on Salesforce. Kiran, you may start your presentation.
Greetings everyone. I am Ketan Chaudhary, presenting our research paper titled The Impact of AI and Machine Learning. This paper has been carried out in collaboration with my co-authors Pranjal, Palaiva, and Vishakha. with guidance from our respected faculty members, Dr. Vishal Srivastav and Dr. Akhil Pandey. In this presentation, I would like to explain how AI and ML are transforming modern CRM systems, particularly Salesforce, by enabling predictive intelligence, automation, personalized customer engagement. In companies, usually we see issues like data overload due to vast customer data, and which results in insufficient processes, lack of personalized reactive service. Proposed solution for this problem would be integrating AI into Salesforce that would in turn transform the issues by automating the real-time analysis of patterns and trends in data, optimizing the workflows and automating routine tasks, enabling hyper-personalization. And this would be the content. I would like to start with the introduction. As we all know, AI is a branch of CS that develops systems capable of stimulating human capabilities like learning, reasoning, and self-correction. Then we have ML, which is a subset of AI, allowing system to learn from data. And Salesforce, as we all know, is a cloud-based software company that provides applications focused on sales and customer services. Integration of AI and machine learning in Salesforce create a experience which is smarter, predictive, and personalized. The technology that we be using is Salesforce Einstein AI. It is the core of Salesforce Smart CRM. It makes AI tools easier even without being an expert data scientist. Its features are that it provides predictive analysis for sales and businesses, boost recommendation engine, and NLP lets it create human languages powering AI chatbots. Computer vision that would help for analyzing images and videos. Also, it has automated machine learnings. Underlying technologies would be that would use a cloud infrastructure, big data processing, advanced algorithms. Example would be regression, classification, clustering, and neural networks. About the topic, I would like to start with deep customer insights. Huge amount of data of customer is analyzed to build a complete picture of each customer, which in turn boosts the productivity and reduces the workload for the team. Personalized customer experience would help to analyze on individual customers and improve the decision making. And support to enhance satisfaction and loyalty from the customers. In the end, companies using AI and ML in Salesforce gain a significant edge in the market through